com and the director of the Austin Comedy Film Festival. And today we are talking to Jamie Anderson. Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us. Your film is nominated for an award. We're excited to screen it on July 17th.
Thank you so much. We're excited to be there in Austin. So thank you.
Good. Thanks for making the trip. And can you tell us what your film is about?
Yes. It's called The Feeling Expert, and it's about this video gamer who must repay his bookie by coming by becoming his wife's feeling expert. So it's a little twist on, relationships, a twist on sort of like the idea of polyamory, or that, one person can't be your everything. By the way, this isn't the way I live my life, but, um, but just a little twist on it in terms of this nerdy video gamer has to um, emote for this bookie's wife, and talk to her about feelings. Um,
Well, it's an interesting twist that the judges really enjoyed. It's a concept that's way outside the box. So
thank,
kudos to you and your team.
thank you so much. Thank you.
So, how did you put this cast together?
Yeah, the cast's incredible. Uh, Amazing casting director named Devin Brady, who I'm working with on something else, and um, he helped put the team together, as well as the one of the leads in the film is an up and coming actor named Max Korman, who I wanted to write something for, to showcase for him. I really tried to. Um, I know how hard like this business can be, especially as an actor. So I really try to elevate people who are trying to go that next level in their career. So he was brought to me by a mutual friend, Cher Culver, and he's just such a good guy. I said, let me write something for you. So that's how it kind of started.
Wow, so you're just connected. You just thought of people and placed who you wanted. That's pretty awesome. I mean, the traditional casting call route. As I spoke to someone recently, they cast a character, a lead actress, for like a 7-minute film. They're in New York City. They got 1,600 applications in like 48 hours, which is
Oh yeah,
just shows.
yeah. Well, that's what happened with all the other roles for sure.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's I've done that side of it as well. Like I love kind of it's a lot, but perusing like through and all that kind of thing. But it just gives you a real respect for actual casting directors and what they do, right?
For
Yeah.
sure, and it's all about entry level into the business. Is getting your shot. And you mentioned that you do have an acting background, but I really don't know how you started. How did you go from a person with good ideas to just someone who said, "Okay, I'm either going to act or write or direct or create something that's tangible"? How did you take that next step?
Thank you. I was acting for many years, and then um, I kind of burnt out. I was always writing my entire life, but I promised myself that I ever got, a little bit burnt out, that I would sort of pivot. Just because I think in this business, no matter what facet you're coming from, like you have to do it from a place of joy. Um, Otherwise you're coming that from that place of sort of desperation, and just not a good good place to create from. So I decided to pivot and really give 100% to my writing career, and then sort of my directing career kind of followed with that. Um, and and I think just you know always creating, always uh, you know writing, finishing scripts, and then what just happened is finding an opportunity to obviously like put it on film and to create. And I think that will happen if you're just always being proactive. That you'll find the people, and the people will find you. Uh, and I think that you just can't take no for an answer. I mean, you just got to find a way, right?
Sure, sure. Well, Well, that's inspirational. I appreciate you being transparent about that. So, in the future, what do you got going on?
We're in the middle of casting my first feature film, which is so exciting. Um, yes, it's a comedy, and we're almost done casting, and then I'll be moving into prep, which is super exciting. And talk about like keep being persistent. That is a script that I wrote that's been in development for 5.5 years. And it's finally getting made, and I get to direct it. And I'll tell you, in the beginning, they weren't I wasn't attached to direct it. But every time they said that I hadn't done enough as a director, I said, well, I'll show you. And I would go create something else. I'd find a way. And finally, after 5 short films, 2 commercials, they said yes. So super exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well,
Thank
that's a
you.
huge step in your career. I mean, we talk about it a lot, but it's rare that we see someone go through the process. They get interested in film, they might make a little micro or a commercial, then they make a short, win some awards, and next thing you know, they're getting that shot to do a feature because they've demonstrated with a body of work that they're ready for that responsibility.
Yeah.
Has directing kind of been your film school?
Yes. I mean, I definitely, acting and growing up sort of on sets, I was always watching with the director's eye, I would say. Um, so that was definitely a film school as well. And then doing my first short was really film school.
Mhm.
And I'm so lucky that I had such great people to surround me. And I feel so thankful to you as well, because you were instrumental in my first short film, Punching Bag. We came to Portland Comedy Film Festival, and you were so kind, and your whole team so kind. It was one of the
Thank you.
best film festival experiences I ever had. So thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Who are you talking about? I don't even know.
Thank
Oh
you.
man, I appreciate the warm compliment. The judges, we don't. Our judges are not putting their own work in the festival. We really are fans of what the filmmakers and screenwriters are bringing to us. We're just excited. You guys are our celebrities, and we're just excited to see you and give everyone, all of our filmmakers, just an option, just a choice, just an opportunity to screen it live. Screen it in front of people. It was hard during COVID. We switched to outdoor theaters for a while. We never really stopped, and it's just great to hear that we are a part of your journey. And sometimes, I tell one of the guys I work for, Zayami, or he works for me, Zayami. I tell him, I say, you never really know. You always got to set a good example. You always got to be as honest with people as you possibly can, and try to find the best things to encourage them with their work at all times, because artists they're looking for the feedback. They hang on, those words and what you're talking about. And if you have something good to say, get it out to them. You never really know the difference that you can make, in someone's life. And to hear that, that's just amazing.
Yes, it's so true. So thank you.
You're very welcome. And oh, you got me all emotional here. So
Yeah, it's just really cool because here we are, and now I'm about to direct my first feature, and I know it gets me emotional too, but just the trajectory of again, the difference that you made in my life, and the actors' lives that were in that film. 'Cause there were a bunch of us that came to Portland that year. I think it was 2017 or 2018, and again, just now having another short, and your festival, and then I'm gonna go on, and it's just exciting. Like, you're part of the fabric of where I am today. So yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. And if there's anything we can ever do to help, I hope we can get to the point where we can screen feature films. Right now, we're focused on giving the opportunities to content that's 30 minutes or less. We feel like we can provide more opportunities and
I
the
think
best
so.
crowd
Yeah.
possible. And you're going to see a heck of a crowd. I mean, we've got like a packed house for Austin Comedy Film Festival, and so
Awesome.
you're going to get to experience it in a whole new genre. So thank you for coming out again, and for bringing your crew to this next one. How many people are coming with you? Do you know yet?
At least a few, and then a
Mm-hmm.
few are I'm pushing them to get that flight. So we'll see. We'll see. People are a lot
Cool.
they're ready to travel now, so it'll be great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate that. I look forward to seeing you again at the event, and I really just appreciate your time today. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
I think that's it. Just to everyone out there, just keep going for it. Just keep, no matter what, just keep going. That's what I would say.
That's great advice. Well, have a great weekend. It's good to see
Okay,
you.
you too. Thank you so much. Good to
You're
see
very
you.
welcome.